A few months back, I compared Aura and Bark as parental control apps. Now, in my initial review, they came out pretty evenly. Here's something I don't think I emphasized heavily enough. When it comes to Aura, you are not only getting a parental control app, you're getting a whole ecosystem. When you combine Aura's parental control app with their identity theft protection, you keep the entire family safe from potential identity theft as well. You get an ecosystem of antivirus, VPN, and identity theft protection that will monitor for data breaches on the dark web and also give you peace of mind by removing or minimizing your footprint on data broker sites. We are worried about what our kids are looking at on the internet, and this is where Bark is laser focused, but Aura is looking at a whole host of issues that you might potentially be coming across. Aura and Bark take different approaches when it comes to parental control apps. Aura takes the approach of let's prevent anything from happening. It blocks kids from accessing sites versus explaining things, so the kids don't outright have access to the site. That is great peace of mind because I don't have to worry about anything. The site's just inaccessible. Aura does give you detailed reports of apps being used, sites being accessed and blocked, and how many times. So you do get a little bit of involvement from parents by looking at these reports, and if a kid's tried to get access to blocked sites multiple times, well, then you know it's time to step in and talk to them about this. Aura also monitors in-game chats for about 200 PC games, which is super essential because our kids do like gaming online, and so monitoring those chats for predators or potential criminals is super essential. Now, there will be no text or email scanning, but with younger kids, that's not where a lot of the chats are happening. They're happening in those in-game chats. Bark uses AI to scan over 30 different platforms, from TikTok to emails to DMs, texts, Snapchat, anything like that. They scan for profanity, self-harm discussions, tons of different things or categories so that you can be alerted if you need to take action. When you get these alerts, it will provide you with context so that it is up to you on how to decide what action you need to take. It will also let you block sites, but for the most part, it will err on the side of alerting because it takes parental control apps to a different kind of approach. It's more of a parent-kid discussion, or it leaves it up for more explaining rather than just outright blocking. This idea encourages and leans on the theory that you will build a relationship with your kids so that you can talk to them about why and what is being blocked so that they understand more. The other thing is it does have a live GPS tracking feature, which bar none, I think is super essential. When I first tested Bark, initially, I was very impressed. The AI features were very smart and intuitive, and the live GPS tracking was really nice to have. For those tech-savvy parents that want complete oversight, I mean, it clicked all the right buttons. But this is where I ran into problems. When I tried initially setting it up, I hit a few roadblocks. Because, well, Bark gives you an incredible amount of control over all the little nuances. It gets very granular, but this is where you can spend hours trying to set up custom alerts or blocking certain sites but not others that are very, very similar. You can go down a huge rabbit hole. It was very, very time consuming, which was a huge surprise. It digs into, do you want an alert for mild profanity or very harsh, intense profanity? Do you want to discuss mental health with your kids? What does that look like? I would say that I'm a very tech savvy person. I mean, I test software professionally for a living. So the fact that it was getting confusing in certain parts for me to go through the privacy settings setup, well, I mean, I can only imagine what it would be for an everyday person, which is a huge concern. When you compare this to Aura, where the setup initially took about 15 minutes, that's a huge time comparison when it comes to hours that you could spend on setting up Bark potentially. The categories on what sites to block are also really straightforward, so you know whether to allow or not. It's just that plain and simple. And the reports make it clear and easy for you to see what your kids are doing so that you can respond more clearly, quickly and concisely. Now, I also started paying attention on certain forums and reviews how real-world families were using Aura and Bark. And what I've found is consistently, Aura families just set it and forget it, with periodic check-ins to see what their kids were doing. With Bark, what I kept reading is the fact that parents kept coming back to fine-tune it because of the alerts, needing continuous and fine-tuning so that you either got the alerts or didn't get overwhelmed. So what I've gathered is if you don't invest the time into Bark, well, you could get too many alerts to minor stuff or completely miss a crucial and key alert that you need as a parent so that you could speak or talk to your children. Aura makes more sense because it bundles parental control as well as identity theft protection into one ecosystem. If you were to buy Bark and identity theft protection, it would cost you more than what it would to get just Aura as a household ecosystem for the family. For certain and specific situations, while Bark might make more sense, but for the everyday family and household, well, Aura just makes more sense because it bundles all of those things together. That to me outweighs whatever Bark might have to offer that your family might be looking for. Aura is just simpler, more straightforward, and more transparent pricing that makes sense for most families, I would say. If you want to save money by trying Aura out, don't forget to check out the description below for an exclusive discount link. This will save you money while supporting the channel at no cost to you. I always appreciate the support. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you on the next one.